Senator Holt.
Thank you. I don't believe I'm a career politician, and I have served in the military, and I was willing to give my life to my country as well. So I just wanted to throw that in there for fun. It didn't cost you anything extra. First of all, I want to say in 2004, we ran a campaign against Blanche Lincoln when her approval ratings were at 70%. Okay, she was very well funded, and nobody at that time thought that we could win. And we've been plowing this ground for a long, long time. And our campaign slogan was "Join the Fight." And I want to ask you for your vote and to join the fight again. And we need money. You know, if everybody would have voted in that race, and that voted in that race would have given us just $5, it would have been $2.29 million, and we wouldn't even be talking about health care. So we did everything that we could to win that race. But you know, folks, there has been a time, and I really believe the reason Republicans lost Congress is because we lost our way. Republicans set up for less taxes and less government, and we raised taxes and we grew government. And the entire time I was screaming, no, we can't do it. No child left behind, bad legislation. Federal government, Reagan wanted to get rid of it. The Department of Education, Reagan wanted to get rid of it. Folks, I voted against my own pay raise every time at the state capitol. I voted against all taxes except the beer tax, I told you. And I also, during the most expensive session in Arkansas's history, and illegal immigration and scholarships, I stood up to my own party when they wanted to give scholarships. I'm the only one here that has a record of standing like you want. Don't compromise your vote. Look into our records. Thank you. May God bless.
Somebody said it was about being quiet and not screaming, and that probably referred some of it to me, but I'll just refer you to Lou Holtz, Eddie Sutton, and Nolan Richardson, and Bear Bryant for that matter. He kind of got excited once in a while, and I think he did a pretty good job. My limo was an 82 GMC truck. I got it when I ran for governor a few years ago. Mary said, I'm going to let you have this one, but you ain't ever getting another, and I'm still driving it. Oh, by the way, let me introduce the only person that I promised a job when you elect me United States Senator. She's sitting on the front row right there, Mary Lee. She's got some unsavory relations around here, but I promised her a job. 51 years she's been helping me in this deal, and that's our staff. I'm a chicken catcher. That's what I did to go through college at the University of Fayetteville to get a degree in engineering. Now we're producing jobs in plastics and automobiles and that's tough. Mechanics and tool and die shop and so forth. You know, Blanche was with us last night. Senator Lincoln was with us last night. She's impressive. And let me tell you something, folks. We better not underestimate that lady. What I say about Blanche, she's had 12 years. We voted in 1992 for term limits in this state, and I think she's had her 12. So I'm just going to ask Blanche, it's time for you to step aside. I know what term limits are because they're going to get me in about 2 years in the Arkansas Senate. So they said the other day, I'm the green candidate. The reason they're saying that is because we're reprocessing our signs. It's cheaper, it does a good job, and she's a cheap painter. I've got a brochure out there, and I'm told there might be a dollar bill on one of them, so you want to get it up and look at it and see what I believe. It used to be 100, but
I love Kim Hendren, folks, but I want to answer before him and not after him. How many of you are going to spend a couple of weeks in Hawaii this year? How many of you are going to spend 2 or 3 months this summer trekking across Europe? Anybody? Why are you not going to do that? Pardon? Can't afford it. Can't afford it. What a novel idea. Can't afford it. But you know, I bet you could figure out how to do it maybe 2 or 3 years in a row. Take out a home equity loan. Get all the credit cards you can, max them out. You probably could do that for 2 or 3 consecutive summers, don't you think? But what would happen to you? In the process of trying to have everything, you would lose everything. I sat next to Blanche last night, and I listened to her talk about all the things she brought home to Arkansas, all the programs, all the grants, all the money. And I realized in a new way how totally opposite we are, because she believes government needs to give you everything. And when government does, you will lose everything. I'm the guy who believes that as government grows, liberty shrinks. I want you to have the maximum liberty and the smallest government. And folks, the fact is, we have a voracious federal government that has broken loose from the constraints of the Constitution and is gobbling up American liberties and freedoms in every direction that it turns, and it has got to be stopped, and now is the time to stop it. My name is Curtis Coleman. My website is curtiscoleman.com. I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Alexander.
I'm asking for your vote also, and my website is on my literature out there. I want to take a minute to rebut something that wasn't my turn to rebut. I don't support Reagan's 11th Commandment, and I say that because what I've observed is we jump on the Democrats when they have earmarks, but we don't speak up when our party does. We jump on them when there's corruption, but we don't speak up when it's in our party. We vote against the debt limit when Democratic presidents suggest it, but we don't vote against it when Republicans suggest it. And we, the people, recognize that in sincerity, they recognize we're fighting politics, and they're tired of it. That's why we lose elections. We don't walk our talk, and we've got to start doing that. I'm going to take an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, not the Republican Party. And when they do the right thing, they will have no greater friend. When they don't, they're not going to like seeing me coming. People have asked me why I think I'm qualified with no political experience. There's statutory requirement, there's personal characteristics. Statutory requirement, you have to be 30 years old, you have to be a citizen for 9 years. I am, and I've got the birth certificate to prove it. My personal characteristics, I am angry at what's happening in my country, and I'm fearless. I can live without their love. I don't care what committee they put me on. I don't care about their cocktail parties. I want to stand for the Constitution of the United States and the people of Arkansas. Don't forget, my website's out there. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we hope to have a constructive, a civil, and a fair debate. I think we've had that. I'd like to give them a round of applause. The Pulaski County Republican Committee for sponsoring this event. I think you did a magnificent job of setting this up. Robert Obar, if you just raise your hand down there, who is the chairman. Thank you so much. Elizabeth Amon, did you make it in, Elizabeth? You're going to come in late. I think she did make it. It is, after all, Easter weekend, so you can understand that. Scott Harden, whose dad is Senator Harden. We're happy to have you in the Republican Party, and hopefully one day you'll have that senator in front of your name as well. He's the communications director. I want to thank the RPA. They provided a lot of support. We have Catherine Basilis, who's right down here in front, who does a wonderful job for the party. Doyle Webb worked about 90 hours this week and went on home, but he did a great job. Heather Kaiser is not here tonight, but she did as well. I want to thank one of my staff members right over here who had a role in this. If you would, Zach, just put your hand up over there, Zach Harper. And I want to thank Larry Carpenter. I think he's probably gone home. But Joe Nathan, where are you? Stand up over there, Joe Nathan. Joe Nathan is not only a member of the party, he also is the sales director here at the Holiday Inn Presidential. And you and your staff did an absolutely marvelous job of getting this entire thing set up, doing it in such a way that it's very professional. It was user-friendly. You did a great job, and we're proud to have you in the party also, my friend. Thank you folks for being here tonight. Don't forget, we have a great group of candidates up here. Don't let them down. Make sure you go to vote for the candidate of your choice on the 15th, excuse me, the 18th of May. Well, in your case, you always say go early and go often, so Tim, that was for you. But at any rate, make sure you show up at the poll, support the candidate of your choice, and let's take back this seat. God bless you, and thank you tonight.